Other thing, model the value of learning, self-discipline, and hard work. One other important thing about involvement, you have to model the value of learning. And what I mean by that is, if you say that you can do anything, baby, that you set your mind to, you got this. But it's not consistent, or they don't see you talking to the teachers, or going in checking their homework, or they don't see you just coming in the classroom sometime and really showing them that support for their education, then things won't click for them as quickly. So you have to model the value of learning and let them know the expectation of that, and not settling for anything less than that. Because like she said, she didn't have anybody to challenge her or to pull out that greatness. And that's the same thing with many of the kids that you deal with. And it saddens me because most of these youth are lost. They're lacking that. They have lacked covering as a child. They've lacked someone challenging them and really being involved. So this is just important. Express high but realistic expectations for achievement. Going back to what I said, you have to make sure that you're recognizing and encouraging special talents. And when I asked you about, did your parents really know you? What I meant by that is, it's great to be to push your kids towards academics, but you must also know them. You must also talk with them and know their personality, and know what types of gifts and talents they have, because it's your job as parents to help pull that out, because that is greatness. God has put something in each of us, so we have life that is waiting to come out. So once you see that talent or that gift, to be involved is your job to help cultivate that thing so it can come out. So that's when you put them in different programs. That's when you try to look on the computer and find out different programs that can help bring that out of them or strengthen them, or else it's going to lay dormant, and then you have youth.
Exactly.
Basically just lost, and it's so sad. They have so much life and so much things that God wants to do, but they had nobody to really. Yeah,
and they're so innocent in it all. That's
right.
The really sad part, because they're so innocent, but yet they have to carry the burden of the world at such a young age, because they just don't have anybody to really push them and encourage them. So that is what makes it even more sad.
That's right. So parent involvement, guys, is crucial. And if you turn the page, another thing that you can do is monitor out of school activities. Involvement doesn't always mean, honey, I love you. Just give me a big hug. So how was your day? It also means discipline, laying down that law. I love you so much that I'm going to discipline you, and I'm going to give you consequences. That's what it means too. So we have to monitor what they're hearing. You have to monitor what they're seeing. Put a limit on the TV time, computer time, because you as a parent, you're choosing to be involved in every aspect. You have already sat down, as far as with your spouse, you've already sat down and talked about, these are the goals for the family. These are the goals for my child. I want him to do this and do this. This is what God calls him. So you have to make sure that everything that you're actively doing, the involvement part, is bringing those goals to pass. So make sure that you guys monitor everything. And I know that the older kids may not like it. But, yeah, but it's for their good. And if you just sit down and talk with them, let them know why, and you be consistent, then everything will be fine.
I think that's our weakness. Especially after you work all day, and you just, I'm mentally tired sometimes, and we do fall short with the consistency. And kids know that, so got trying to do better than
It can be hard though, but with everything, you know, even as far as me getting in here and studying daily. If I stay consistent with that, if I stay consistent with everything that I do, you will win if you don't quit. Everything will be accomplished if you don't quit. So encourage children's development and progress in school. And like I said, as far as helping them with the homework, talking with the teachers. So I promise that when I try to talk with you guys early in the morning, I know that everybody's tired.
That's fine.
But I really try to get to know you, and I want you to get to know me because we're a team. Let's see. Okay, collaborate with the community. There are many programs as far as your centers, things that are happening at the library, things that are happening at Books a Million, reading programs, things that are downtown that may be happening, different kind of events. So another form of involvement is making sure that you're seeking out new information to expose your child to. And an active parent doesn't just wait for the information to come, but they go out and seek this information. And I hate to say this, but a lot of white people, they know what is going on.
They do.
They are in everything. And no matter what it is, they are taking their kids there. They are exposing them to different parts of the world, taking them to different things. So God wants me to reach family. We got to change this, guys, because this is important.
I have a comment on definitely that what I saw when I was in Charlotte for a little while, and I saw it mostly the white people, and I was kind of like, wow. But I noticed when I was up there, even my actually cousin showed me that it's a lot of things you can do with your kids are free. And some of the things I kind of thought was interesting because when I looked online to see it, and then I went up there. But when it's actually different when you see it yourself. Like I seen it online, and then I went to Chick-fil-A. And I don't know if y'all know about it, but they do this once a year where you dress like a cow and you get free food. And so I thought it was very interesting because I never, just seen it before. Until I went up there, I was like, wow. And then they said, oh yeah, they do that every year. I was like, so you can get free food if you dress like a cow. And I was like, wow, and I thought about it. When I seen the stuff that they had on, you could get that at the Dollar Tree. And to get free food.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I said, anytime they had that event, I would make me a little shirt from the dollar and go. And I was like, oh, wow. It might seem, I want to say mostly black people, they might think that's crazy.
Yeah.
But when I seen it, and not even that, but I seen a lot of stuff. Like I was online looking that it tells you what days that you know what day to go up there. And one place was giving out a big old 14-inch free pizza, cheese pizza. And I'm like, wow, that's dinner tonight when I don't.
Exactly.
And so a lot of things that I seen, just a lot of, even with the kids, but when I was going to these places, they was taking their kids and just doing a lot of, but it was mostly, the sad part about it, and at the same time I learned something, it was a lot of white people doing it. And I'm like, wow, and so much money they saved. And then this one lady, I really started getting more into it when I was seeing this coupon thing, because I've been interested in this. And I was like, this can't be true if you get $9, and you get all this stuff here free. And I had to see this for myself. I was like, wait a minute. I said, so you can tell me $250 and you get this stuff for $9. So one day I was in the store with this lady, and she had her kids with her, but the kids went to another aisle. And I was kind of curious because she had her book and I had my coupon book. And I was like, what am I doing different than she? So I asked her, basically, ma'am, what do you do? And she told me, she was really nice too. And I was like, wow, just me asking